See what I mean? You always get some dirty cunt, don't you? Fucking
Yeah, that's
prick.
what they do. They try and get your channel shut down by doing that shit.
He basically does that. You're talking about fucking pedos. That's what he does to little girls on the YouTube and that. That's what he does.
Boy, Dad, we want to be careful now because if you upload that,
That was actually the tiniest penis I've ever fucking seen. I don't know if it was really his or not, but that was tiny.
Oh, was that a little kid? Did you hear that was a little kid?
I don't know where it was.
Because I heard a little like a squeaky little laugh.
You always get some.
What you need to do is have them in the background, if you know what I mean, like backstage, and you need to see them first, if you know what I mean, before you put them on. Let them talk for a bit. I don't know if you can do that. I've never done it, but I think you can check before you let them go on live, if you know what I mean.
I wish you did not just do that.
They basically do that because then now you'll probably be reported for like nudity and stuff because there's a lot of tiny willy.
Yeah.
Marcus, at least he didn't.
Weren't scary, was it?
No.
It's got a connection dropped. I was away from keyboard sorting it out as a result.
Yeah. Did you see that prick that's on there just now? Did you, Marcus?
What prick?
We saw a willy.
Someone come up with a dick out.
Just like the local on Saturday night. Remember once some silly drunk called Terry, as well, say, down the local here in Wyndham got his cock out. That was funny.
When you go out, I'll do it. If not, because you'll get reported and then you'll get removed off YouTube.
Shit.
Who's this? I can't trust anyone anymore after that.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. I don't know. I forgot. Yeah, Colin. I forgot your son's name. Sorry. But,
yeah, what's up?
But
yeah,
Jack. you need to sort of like, I don't know how you do it back, like, because you've got like the control of this.
It's him again.
On. Yeah, you need to like sort of.
I'm not.
All I'm seeing right now is Marcus sneezing.
Look, when I do this, look.
You need to get them. I think you can do it somehow. Backstage, see if they're like, get them on camera for a bit and sort of see that they're like not weirdos, and then before they go like onto the live, if you know what I mean, because you will get people like that. That's the first time I've ever seen the willy on a live.
He's in love with you too much.
I can't understand why he done it. Why would you do it in fucking three geezers here? Why would you do it? I don't know.
Because he's in love with us all then.
That was funny though.
Weird guy.
Yeah.
Maybe they could be a police officer who's trying to deliberately sabotage your channel, Colin, or some kind of snitch.
That's what I mean.
Well, I would actually say,
makes sense, doesn't it?
What I always say about police is big ego, small penis, and that was tiny, so it probably was a police constable.
Boom, roasted. Nonetheless, suicidal. If I can answer something, suicidal insects asks, how long are you qualified? What type of work will enable you to do? Well, it's a 2-year course in engineering. I plan to do at my local further education college, which is here, City College, Norwich, and that'll be in engineering, a level 3 course, and will enable me to work as an engineer, specifically pretty much any engineering type should be fine, but imagine the focus will be on mechanical engineering, which is engineering related to machines, and also enabled me to study engineering, particularly mechanical engineering, further at university for so wish, which I may want to.
Oh, well, what's going on now? In fact,
yeah, I'll just... he's muted his mic or something. Can you still hear me, Colin? Hello?
yeah, just went away from keyboard to deal with my dad's computer. I'm now back, and yeah, I'm gonna ask you, Colin, is it possible for you to crop that bit out of the video?
Hopefully, I don't know.
And
It's my first time on here, to be honest. I don't know how to work it out.
are you? Oh, I'd love to come over and help you someday, but I mean tomorrow even, but I can't because I'm busy with college work. Darn it. Love to.
Oh, Colin, you know,
Yes, mate.
Watch Me Do This channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him the other day in Great Yarmouth. That was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
he's a mate of mine.
Yeah, I met him up
He's a
there.
good bloke.
I did a silent audit. You might have seen it, but I did a because it was when we met together, like with his like stepson. Yeah, like Watch Me Do This Junior. Yeah, it was pissing it down like proper like torrential rain, but we still went out and carried did like a little bit of a audit, but it didn't go that well. It was just we were drenched, absolutely drenched. But it was fun. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we banned him. I'll have to somehow get rid of that.
That's what we was just talking about. We get to,
I'll probably be able to get rid of it when it's uploaded. You can edit your own video. When it's what I mean when it will go up, but that thing weren't surprising, was it?
makes you sick, doesn't it? Why would you
Why
do
was
it?
he? Why is he?
To throw three geezers? I don't understand.
Why was the kid laughing? Like, what are you dumb? Like that could be his
It's
son,
all-
brother, whatever. Like, are you stupid? Like, what are you doing?
It's all done. It's all done. What they just did there, it's all done to like try and get you banned from YouTube. That's what they're doing. It's probably police, to be honest with you.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what I mean.
'cause
Stupid.
it's childish.
Remember,
That's what police do. Police
Something
do
we
childish shit.
So I mean, we can bloody like edit it out. So like, how's he gonna? That's what I mean. Like, we'll just get it. I'll clip it out somehow.
Yeah.
Whatever, I'll do
You're
it.
able to
We'll
perhaps
just,
get
next time, do not put check. Next time we'll check when it's not that guy. I literally knew it was going to be that guy again.
that's all to interrupt.
That guy clearly doesn't like you though, does he?
Colin,
Like,
you
when they came on, it was like you were out of the room. Sorry, Colin. What's your son's name again?
Jack.
Jake. Right. Yeah, he was out of the room, and I think you just clicked like enter to that person or who the fuck they were.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My fault.
I've never been on the back end of. I've never done like. This is why I don't do lives, because if you do a live, people know where you are, and I'm quite hated by the police and stuff. So you know they could come and get you and stuff. But I've been thinking about doing a live at home, to be honest, because it doesn't matter, does it, if you're at home? But yeah, you get the weirdos. It puts me off, which is what they want. So.
Yeah. Colin, do you know how to set that? Maybe if your son's helped, you able to get your video set to unlisted, perhaps, and I could help you edit it out next time I'm able to get to Yarmouth.
I'll do it after. I'll do it after.
He's doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay, set it to unlisted. That'd be a good idea, yeah.
Hopefully it gets sorted.
Yeah, just make sure you do that. Just don't want you getting banned, you see, or even better, private, which means only you can view it, but it's still there.
This one,
Yeah,
I'll and then edit it out, and then when it's done, I'll
Do you
post
know
it.
what time it was?
Yeah, it was round. I went back on YouTube a minute ago. I'll have to have a look.
Thing is, you probably shouldn't really get down. I've seen it.
I'm gonna have to for a split second, and I just see what time it was.
You should be all right, to be honest, because you didn't do it. If you went live and stripped naked, then that's you doing it. But this fucking weirdo just came on, and you can't control that. So I've seen it or heard. The first time I've actually ever seen that happen, but I've seen like in America it happens a lot, and I've come into a live stream and they said, yeah, someone came on and they had a willy out or whatever, and their channel was going to get shut down. So I won't worry too much. But obviously, if you want to keep this up, you need to get rid of it, yeah, like that.
Yeah, but he's getting his young, so he gets sorted.
It was just before Marcus joined back.
Yeah.
After when he thingied out, so I'll get rid of it.
Yeah.
The guy's a weirdo, mate. I tell you that for a fact. What would you, I found it. It's around. The guy joined around. Well, you let him in. Next time, never do that again.
I mean,
Yeah, they'll change their name though. You've got to be careful.
Take people at face value.
It was like 11 minutes from now, from like behind, like there. So I'll find it. I'll find it, and I'll get rid of it.
You can only take people at face value, can't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They will. They will change. They've probably got about 20 or 30 fucking YouTube accounts. And they'll probably do it again, but it's out of your control. So YouTube shouldn't really do anything to you. But I can't believe my willy looked that black and that small and tiny.
To be honest, you couldn't even see it. To be fair, I couldn't believe it was that tiny either. To be honest.
Yeah, it was great chilling with you guys. I think I'll be heading off to say goodnight to my mum now. Has just done a busy shift at her short-staffed care home, so I had to call in last minute. And guess what? They can afford to spend all this on over-policing and over-imprisoning and overly judging people, yet they can't even staff a care home properly, staff a hospital properly, or even run a piss up in a brewery. So what can I say, people? Thanks and goodbye.
All right, Marcus.
That was nice, wasn't it? We've got us now.
That's short and sweet for Marcus.
Is he gone, is he?
So you always get, that's what I mean, look, I don't understand. You always get some weirdos, don't you? There's weirdos out there, isn't there?
Yeah. But like you said, you're trying to get
your bang. It's because this one, he's a jealous prick.
That's what they are, just prick.
It's like, what makes me laugh is like, I've been like, we get called paedophiles, nonces, and stuff, just recording in public. But then the same people probably that are calling us weirdos and paedophiles and fuck knows what, nonces and stuff, are then doing that themselves. So that's fucking weird.
It makes it worse because I swear to you, like you could hear a little kid laughing. So that makes it even worse.
Yeah, that was basically a setup. Like clip thing that they'll play. I've watched, this is the weirdest thing, and this is why I don't like live streams, because probably someone's recording this, and what they do, and this was an American channel, I happened to go click on it and I'll watch, and it was me talking, being a bit of a dickhead, but I wasn't, because it was out of context. But what they've done is recorded me and then played like little clips of me into this live stream, and it was like me talking, but it wasn't me. It was out of context to what they were talking about, and I was just going like I was being a bit of an idiot, but if you know what I mean, it was in context to the actual live I was in, because I didn't agree with what they were saying. But this person had recorded me and then put me into another live and then played like little clips of my voice. It is fucking strange. And I actually watched it and I was like, Jesus Christ, that's me talking, but it's not me. You know what I mean? So someone's probably recording this and then they'll do it in probably like an American channel somewhere or an English channel and put me out of context to what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's fucked up. It's really weird.
There's just weird people out here, isn't there? So just
true.
I mean, to be honest,
social media was set up for us to get there, but there's interior motives for these people to fuck us over. That's why they do it.
Yeah. I mean, like, to be honest though, because what happened earlier with like the willy flapping about, like it's actually saved me. It's saved me going on Pornhub later. So they've done me a favour.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. That's something that someone would go on a Meagle for or some shit. Like, why would you do it on your live?
I remember, because I used to do hangouts. Do you remember them back in the day?
I don't know.
There used to be hangouts. It's like this, but we all used to get on there and talk about. We used to get people jump on the hangouts, and with willies out and all that shit.
I used to say piss off a lot.
Yeah, we should fucking take the piss out of them, and that was it. But now there's more to it, isn't it? Now
It's more stricter now, isn't it?
they're gonna fuck you off. So hopefully we get that thing taken out.
We'll get it. We'll get it out. I swear. That's what I mean. That's after the live and stuff. And
Yeah.
I'll do it after as soon as we're done and that. But it was a fucking weird dude, man. Did you ban? Did you ban him?
Try to.
His name was Chris on the thing, wasn't it? Or FG something. Did he speak in here? We can get him banned. I don't think he was. I just removed him. But if he ever joins back, I'll ban him.
If anyone wants to see my Willy, I've got an OnlyFans site. Like you can go on there and we couldn't carry on that joke.
That was so weird. I literally walked in. I had a wee, and then all I get was a penis on the
like,
screen.
oh my god, there's a Willy.
If I ever see him, I'd fucking rip his throat off, the little prick.
If you saw his face,
Yeah, but it wasn't him. It's a set up clip, and what they do is, like I said, it's they put a child in it talking and or whatever. I was a little bit distracted when it happened. I was sort of doing something on my phone and shit. But they'll put a kid in it, and then they'll put a tiny penis, and then what they're trying to do is just get you fucked over by YouTube.
You look like a paedophile when you're not. So the people do this. They want to fuck you up because that's what I mean. Like these people are weird.
Yeah.
Fuck. Go in the video anyway. So
I think they're pleased, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'll be surprised.
Or bootlickers, or bailiffs, or something like that.
Well,
oh yeah, we had a bailiff in it earlier.
You've been live for fucking ages, because I actually went out and did stuff earlier. I was like in the chat.
Fucking weird people, eh?
you've gone quiet, Joe.
Oh, it isn't that now. Oh, don't do this to us.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Can you hear me? Oh shit, it's fucked.
Your mic's gone, Joe.
Right, I'm gonna have to join again, I reckon.
oh, there you go.
Nice.
Oh, what happened? No. If he's still in here, just ask him to click the link again. If he's still in the live feed, doesn't know what happened there. I'll have to join back. Whoa, who saw what happened then, guys? Like, who saw whatever? Like, it was so weird.
Right. I think it's time.
Oh, he says he needs the link again. You
Huh?
just click the thing. You said he needs the link again. Let me get it off here. No, I don't want to add myself in. Copy. Oh, I'll put a call turn. He's done it. Here we go and click it again,
Right.
Joe.
Did you see that fucking dog with a knob out? Turnkey.
Back, hopefully.
Hello, we can hear you again. What's up?
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I think it's when I start to do other stuff on my phone, it goes like all glitchy and stuff. So the phone can't handle it. I did have a computer at one point, but the police fucking stole that.
Yeah. Bastards.
What a weird fucking. This has been so weird now.
Lesson learned. It's what I mean. We have to be careful, or get out, people like Turnkey and just put in mind what's going on. My fault because I clicked on him because I see him.
You thought you saw me. You thought it was another person. Swami.
Yeah.
You should have let me deal with this.
I should. Yeah.
It's not well. It's not your fucking fault, is it? It's them. Like,
It's
they're
them.
just
Yeah, that's
weird.
what I mean. Yeah, it is. It is their fault.
Yeah. I mean, like Optical Turnkey, he's pretty good as like a moderator and that. But I don't want to bring it up on your channel, but he's sort of gone along with stuff that isn't true. But he's been all right tonight. He's not blocked me and stuff like that. So give him credit for that. But I think deep down, Optical Turnkey, you do know the things that have been said about me are completely fucking untrue. It's just like the people have got no argument, and I don't want to get into it because it's all negative stuff. I need to be able to like sort of push forward and deal with all my shit that's going on, like what Mark has had. So yeah.
After I can edit the video, so we're all sweet, all good and sweet.
Yeah, what's name? I can hear what you were saying.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, I was just making sure. Right, with that, okay, we'll sort it. But sorry,
I'm doing a sit down wee, by the way. It's like Marcus, he just moves his camera and shit. I'll just carry on talking and go for a piss. So, is there like how many in the chat? Because I can't see it at the minute. Does anyone else want to like jump in as well and have a chat?
No, not at the moment. I'm going to knock out and end it in a minute anyway. So,
all right. It's been good. It's been interesting to talk to.
Right, Joe,
like Marcus, like his. Obviously, he doesn't really post video. I don't know if I'm still subscribed to it or not, but you know, I've seen the shit that he's gone through and everything, and you know, I've had even people comment on my channel going, "You're going to end up like him." Like
every week, though, Joe. Every week, I'll get a phone call like 2 o'clock in the morning. They've nicked me. They've done this to me. They've done that to me.
Yeah.
Every fucking week. The poor sod, he didn't deserve none of it.
And because it, like, his you know, his mental health issues and stuff like that. I mean, I've got my own. I'm not going to say what, but yeah, the stuff that it's just cruel. It's cruel, like torture, basically, what they did to him. It goes against human rights, definitely. But yeah, it's just messed up shit. I don't know. But I'm basically going through the same as him at the minute. It's just like, I don't know. You know, I think I've got good barristers and solicitors and stuff. So hopefully we can beat it and not. I just want to be able to, you know, record in public. If I see something interesting, I want to be able to record it. If I see a nice building, I want to take a picture of it. But they don't. That's what they're trying to stop me doing. It's basically stop me recording the police. That's what it is. But they'll stop my hobby as well, which is recording or taking pictures of anything I find, it like birds and stuff. If there's a building in the background, say I see like an interesting bird building in the background, and I upload that to YouTube, like in a slideshow thing, then I've broken my CBO if they get that. It's fucking.
That's what he done with him.
I don't want to swear too much, but it's mad, isn't it?
Yes, that's what they done to him with
exactly
one of them orders he was on, and every time the poor sod walked, turned round, they were at him.
Yeah. Do you know? I don't know if I said earlier. I did sort of say, but I think no one heard me. You know, have you ever heard of Max Pause channel?
Who? Max Pause.
Max Pause.
Oh, Max Pause. Yeah, that's the geezer got nicked by the old bill when it threw in the van.
I watched him on a fucking live stream. I was in that live stream, and I actually rang the police up and said, "I've just watched the bloke being kidnapped."
True.
Yeah. He didn't do nothing. And then there's the shocking one, isn't it? When he was in the shop.
What they done to him, he didn't even touch the copper, did he? Didn't even touch him, and they nicked him. I see it.
The police did it to him.
On there. I can't remember if it was live or whatever. I could see it, and I thought, "Fucking what?"
That one wasn't live. But the other one, when they put him in the white van,
But then
He did a short video the other day.
Same thing, Joe, innit? You
Yeah.
give them crap, you publicise their wrongdoings, and that's what they do to you.
Yeah. Instead of going,
Every
like I said
time.
earlier, instead of going, let's just be nice and do our proper job. But instead, what they do is, because it's, if you look up online, narcopath, like NARCOPATHS, or narcopaths, yeah. That's what they are. It's like a cross between psychopath and a narcissistic person. And
Yeah.
instead of correcting their behavior, they'll try and stop people showing them up for their behavior, if you know what I mean. They can't stop. It's psychopathic. It's fucked up. It's never going to end. But with me, it's like, even if I stop right now, they will still hassle me forever now. So I'm in the game now. So, but do you know what another thing they've done?
What?
They have, because obviously I get people contact me, like through my email address, like saying they've had some shit from the police and they're getting stitched up, and police harassment and stuff like that. Because they stole my phones, because I had like private conversations with this person. They are now trying to do me. I'm waiting for the knock at the door for this one. They're trying to do me for radicalization of a person, because we used words in private conversations, like, I won't say it on here, but nothing horrible, like, really. We just made up like slang words ourselves, and just taking a piss, we're not. Yeah. But anyway, what they're trying to do is do me for, because what they did, right, let me try and explain. So I'm a little bit fucking tired, but they have gone through all my phones. I think they've contacted pretty much every single person in my phone, which is not a lot, about 3, 4, 5 people. They've picked her out, like, because our messages, because we literally were messaging every single day. I just said it's a she, didn't I? But it doesn't matter. But then they've got, like, Essex police have done this, gone through my phone. Then they've got another police force that doesn't actually, is in her county, and then they've sent this police force to go around there, like CID, talk to her, say that she needs counselling because I've radicalizationed her, or whatever the fuck they're on about. And then obviously these police are going to go back to Essex and go, yeah, she's fucked up because of me. And then they're going to be knocking at my door soon. And all it is just, she comments on my channel quite a lot, and it's just like, fuck the police and
wait.
police are shit, all that sort of stuff.
I don't know. I wouldn't trust that.
So yeah, so I'll be getting done for radicalisation next. I can't wait for that one.
Don't do it.
Jesus.
That's trouble, mate. It's like so much in it. You don't know what to. You're coming or going half the time. And like I said, what they done with Marcus, the shit they put that poor sod through. You know what I mean? He didn't deserve it. And like yourselves, I've seen your channel, and you've been hassled by Essex police, and the things they do to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I see them when you was in your house, and they said, we're coming in. Do you remember? Well, of course you remember. It was happening to you. You know what I mean? They were coming in your house and turning your house over while you was in there.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I live in
if that was me. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be calm. I would not be calm. Seriously. There are a problem on their hands if it was me, I'll tell you.
Thing is, with them, they always want you to kick off, if you know what I mean. So if I'd have put a fight up, they've all got tasers, batons, fucking spray, all that shit. They love to use that stuff. They don't get to use it a lot, so that's why they come in like forceful to try and get you to like kick off. That's why I never do. I mean, I have once. I've got a video. You've probably seen it. And I
Yeah.
punched the telephone off their fucking custody suite thing.
Yeah, I see that. I remember that. Yeah, no, you said it. I'll see that.
And then they threw me on the floor not long after, like
Yeah,
grabbed me
what
around the neck.
happened
And then the darker girl, I don't know, I don't want to say black, but fuck it. Yeah, she grabbed me around the neck, pulled me on the floor, saying, calm down, and then grabbed my private area as well. People have noticed it. There's a lot of comments about that. I mean, at the time, obviously, I was in a bit of a weird situation, getting thrown on the floor by a woman when I'm in handcuffs as well, in a secure area. I did make a complaint about that.
To be honest, that's why they get all stroppy and leery with you, because you're in handcuffs. You can fight back, can you?
Wankers. That's all I can say. I mean, I've got some videos where I wrote on the police car when I was talking to them, and I put Joe Public UK on their dirty police car and stuff. And I've actually titled that, I met two nice police and I cleaned the car a little bit, and spoke to them, and they were like lovely. They just wind the window down a little bit, spoke to me, and I was like talking about the car that they were like parked behind because it was all smashed up. And you know, I've titled that, I met two nice police, because they were nice. They didn't bother me. They didn't go, ooh, recording in public or kicking off at me and, you know, throwing me on the floor and stuff for recording in public. So I think I've got two videos, 2 or 3, that the police are nice and police staff. And there's actually one that I've actually forwarded to my solicitor the other day. Actually yesterday or the day before, yeah. Where I go in to do a subject access request, and also I go in again to the like Southend Police and talk to them nicely. I'm really polite. I even say to one, you're really pretty and stuff. And I said to the other one, you're really decent every time. But they're trying to make out that I hate police, but I don't. It's like when they do their job, I always thank them and say nice stuff to them. But no, they're trying to do me for those sort of videos where I've been nice to them and stuff. I just don't get it. It's
To
mental.
be honest, though, Joe, it's fucking hard. Oh, is it Marcus? I'm just getting Marcus in. Hold on.
Who's back? Hello.
Oh, he's back.
He's muting himself though.
You muted.
Marcus went away and did like 6 cocaines, didn't he? That's why he's gone.
Yeah.
That's what people kept saying, wasn't it?
We're just talking about your shit, Marcus, about all the things that have been happening to you.
Oh, yeah.
You've never been nicked for anything illegal, had you?
No, not really.
Or what they made up.
No, not unless... no, I'm not going to confess to anything here, but apart from to say... Once I got stopped and searched for smoking marijuana, and that was it, before it was legal for medicinal use. So what can I say, people?
Do you know what I've never been done for? And I was talking to someone the other day. Like I think it was on the live. You know, like Fluke Dog. I think it was on his live. And I've never been done for like Section 23, like terrorism thing.
Section
I know
23?
Yeah, I know there's been reports of like me being a security risk when I used to film outside the police station, like probably about 2-3 years ago. But yeah, they've never done me or tried to. That I've never been searched under the Terrorism Act. It's always public order, and you know they've just led on from that. So
correction, Section 43, you mean, isn't it?
Is it 43? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's what I mean. I've never even read that one because I've never been done for it.
Yeah, that's different.
What makes me laugh is that they come here with terrorism. They would never fucking face anyone who was a terrorist. We know that.
Of course.
They never face anyone like this. They wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare. You could see them hiding for cover if he was a real terrorist.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a video earlier.
That's what makes me laugh when they say, "I'm such a doing you under section 43 of the 10 minutes to check your arm and search your pockets and all that. Oh,
Yeah, I watched the video
what can
earlier.
you say? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just subscribed to this new bloke. Well, you probably all know him. I can't remember his actual channel name, but I subscribe, click the bell kind of thing, because he does like sort of audits and stuff. And they actually, two police came out of the police station in a car, parked up like in a really bad area, you know, causing like traffic hazard and shit. Got out of the car and they nearly tried to do him for, I think I shared it on my community thing actually. They tried to do him for like, you know, search him under section 23, but because he sort of contested them, they actually walked away round the corner of the building, like back to the gate where it goes into the police station. He's just stood there, still recording. If they and he says this in his video, if they really thought he was a fucking terrorist and he might have some stuff on him,
why was he? I'll see that
they
video.
wouldn't have left him alone, would they?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll see that video.
Yeah, I saw it earlier today.
Why would the police officer put themselves at risk if they're just a standard run-of-the-mill beat copper? For that's what we had specialist anti-terrorism officers for.
Yeah, and they just, I couldn't believe it when I watched that. And
Joe, it sums it up. They don't believe any of these people are terrorists. They use it to do what they do.
Intimidation.
Check their pockets and all that shit.
It's an ego psychopathic thing that they're doing.
Yeah,
it's just like, you get to touch you up, look all through your stuff that you've got, if you've got a backpack, blah, 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 and do all that shit. And then they just go away anyway. But I've seen so many videos like this where they don't, you know, that, like you've just said, that they're not terrorists and they know that, but they still carry on with it. And it's abuse of, like, because that's why they got rid of the other one, didn't it? What was it? 40. See, I can't remember all of these things. But they actually got rid of that one because it got abused. I think this one needs to get like repealed or changed.
Oh yeah, well, now section 47A. That reminds me of some police officers didn't know the law, tried to search me on that. Then they retrospectively changed it to a section 43, despite on camera saying, no, we don't reasonably suspect you're a terrorist. And the complaint report claims and basically admits that the officers lied and that they did in fact suspect. They just didn't want to admit it. So what the fuck, people?
I had a funny one.
And PC Howell. You look that up.
Yeah, I had a funny one a little while back. You know, when like coronavirus thing was going on, like really bad.
Oh yeah, well, still sort of is, isn't it, man?
Yeah, I mean, basically, I was sat in like there's loads of benches. It's called Warrior Square in Southend. I just sat there like having a little beer in that, and there's a skate park opposite. There's like loads of kids there, like doing skateboarding and scooting and stuff like that. These police turned up in like a riot van and basically cleared them all off. I went over because I had my scooter with me, and this policeman said to me, and I didn't record this because I actually have no conditions. I'm not allowed to record in public at the time. Yeah, but this is literally what happened, and no lie. The policeman goes, "Are you part of this group?" Which they dispersed and told them all to go home because coronavirus bullshit. And he I basically, because I swear in my sentences, and he said to me, right, he goes, "Are you part of this group?" And I was like, "What fucking group?" And then straight away, he was like, "Section 5," because I said fuck or fucking, and I was like. He's like, "Yeah, I can give you a warning for that. I can arrest you for that." I was like, "No, you can't, mate." And because I wasn't recording, I actually had my phone on my scooter, like, so you can see it, like Google Maps or, you know, whatever. And I got it up, section 5, showed him it, and actually showed him the full version of section 5. And he actually said, "All right, okay." And then he walked away, and they just left me alone. Yeah. I wish I could have recorded that. Because this is the issues with section 5 that really winds me up. They always go harassment, alarm and distress. They're just reading the last bit of it. They're not reading the full part, which is threatening words or behaviour and shit like that. which
Yeah.
could cause, or signs, you know, me stood there with a sign with maybe like "See you next Tuesday" written on it, you know.
It's not
But
work.
It's because they think that you don't know the law.
yeah, and as
It's
soon as you do, but
they
the
shut up.
issue is when you do know the law, a lot of the time I've seen it in these audit videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Even when you completely show them on a piece of paper, like the law, their ego can't stop themselves because they're not right in the head. So they just can't. I've seen it in America and in England, and they can't stop themselves. Even if you show them the law on a piece of paper. I mean, this one worked when I was at the skate parky thing, but with the other ones I've seen, you show them the law, like what is it, the National Police Chiefs Council or whatever the fuck they're called, NPCC, and it says photography is not reasonable suspicion, but they can't stop themselves. They still keep doing it.
Yeah. And then you shut them down, isn't it?
Anyway, sorry, I'm being sort of like going a bit on a bit of a rant there, but so
No,
someone
no,
else talk.
All right,
Don't worry.
You need to say
Don't be
that.
sorry.
So you do listen to people, didn't you, Dan? Anyway, at the end of the day, didn't you? So what they've got to run about, really, innit? So.
Can I ask you something, Joe Public?
Yeah, of course you can.
When the police ask for details, in your opinion, would it be best to give them or refuse them? Obviously, I'm not talking about a scenario where it's between giving you details and getting nicked, in which case, as I'm already on the system, may as well identify myself there and then. But if you have the choice, what should you do is the question.
Going for a piece, boys.
Sorry?
Like, with me, I don't know.
Say it in a better.
Can you repeat that again, Joe? Couldn't hear you above Jack.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I can see them all about.
That's fine. So you'd say, I'd say, which
Colin
is
looks really young now.
unless they either make you by saying if you don't give them, you'll be nicked, or if they're reporting you for an offence or antisocial behaviour. Wait a minute, the first one is a bit more of a grey area, but may as well give them so they don't have that excuse. But the last two, definitely, because one doesn't want trouble, eh?
I've never been in this situation.
Really?
Where, yeah, I mean, I had one way back where they kept going, "Are you Mr. Harrison?" And that it was like outside the police station, and they threatened me with arrest. And then I just made out I was exercising, like took the piss out of them, and kept pressing the button so they couldn't drive away. You know, like to cross the road. I kept doing it a couple of times just to wind them up. But they never asked for my details. They kept going, "Are you Mr. Harrison?" And I've never had this corona. That's the only one I've had. And the issue is, every police constable in Southend, and I don't really go too far away, but I go to Basildon and I've been to Great Yarmouth.
Yeah.
And I think they all know who I am, so they don't need to ask my details, which is a bit shit.
Exactly.
Because yeah, like one of my videos the other day, like it was in Great Yarmouth, and they were like being arseholes in a car park, like a private car park. So like these young, you know, like boy racers and stuff. And I went up to their like van or truck or whatever it is, and this is all on video. And I started chatting to them sort of, and they were going, "Yeah, it is private." And I was like, "No, it ain't." They're all public. They're going, "Yeah, it's public." I was like, "No, it ain't." It is open to the public, but it's not. It's actually owned by someone. And they, yeah, and as soon as I said, because they go, "Who are you?" Because I was like giving them a bit of shit. They were like, as soon as they said that, I was like, "Joe Public," and then they went bang, wound the fucking window up. So even like Norfolk police know me. I know Cambridge do. So yeah, no one asked my details because they know who I am. It's mental. I need to
it's like with Dad.
I need to like wear a mask or something. I might dress like an old man with like a walking stick and like stuff and secret record and shit, you know.
Yeah. That's what it's like with Dad, isn't it? Like police know who he is as well. They say his name straight up as soon as they see him. It's like
I just saw So to see Robert James's comment. Robert James, anyone wants to see Lots and Great Yarmouth, Walk With Me, Tim, on YouTube. I am subscribed to that person because watch me do this, man. I won't say his name. Yeah, he told me about that channel. It's really good.
Dad saw something about him on a paper because he got like 24k subscribers in like a year or something.
Oh no, mental, isn't it?
I've seen that guy on YouTube.
How many's your dad got? Because I can't. Oh, hold on. Can I see? I don't want to fuck the thing up. How many's your Colin got?
I've got 23. Dad's got 23.8. Okay.
23.
Yeah, but he got like at 24k and they like just for walking around places.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go and watch his like older videos. Like I watched them years and years ago. But yeah.
Yeah.
Just having a quick like flip through. Friendly police officer butthurt Colin Johnson. I'll tell you another person that's good to watch. I don't know if anyone subscribed to him. Reggie Photo.
Reggie Photo. I'll ask Dad when he comes back in.
He's brilliant. He's just like all chilled out, and he gets people come at him like aggressively, and he's really good at like escalating the situation.
I'll let him know.
With me, I'll just get irate. That's why I get in trouble because I'm like, "Fuck off, you cunt." Oh, look, Susie Knight's in. Look, hello, Susie.
What is he doing? Do you know someone called Reggie Photo? Who? Reggie Photo. No, he doesn't. He doesn't know who he is.
No. Mostly name.
What have you done to my fucking car?
Ow.
Dad! Ow! Ow! How hot should I have your teas?
What's happened to the carpet?
You!
Reggie Photos. Never heard of him.
Someone's talking about
really good.
Right?
What can be Tim, that guy?
Don't know that.
Yeah, you do.
There's another one as well. I found him today.
Wow.
Yeah, remember that guy that walks around Yarmouth and stuff? And then he got 24k in a year, and you were like on the paper. We saw him on the papers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, someone was talking about him with that. And everyone's going, how much? Oh, and then he was like, how much is Colin? I was like 23 points. But the guy just walks around places, didn't he?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to get people that are interested in that shit. He's obviously going to subscribe.
See, I actually enjoy that, like, because I don't really go anywhere, but like a lot of these auditing people have started doing these sort of tours of their town, and then they might or may not get an interaction. I actually enjoy the ones where they do a walkabout and they don't get bothered. It's actually really nice to watch. It's like a positive thing, and like they'll go and record. Like, I think it's Reggie Photos that I'm on about. Obviously, he does get these interactions with security and police and stuff like that. But a lot of his videos are just walking about, and it's really nice to watch. Because I've never been where he is or whatever. I was thinking about doing one in Southend, but all I'll get is, I'll just try and do this like nice walkabout video tour thing. It'll just end really badly because it's just what happens. And it would just be like, Mr. Harrison, what are you doing? Why are you recording us? Blah blah blah, and then like right in my face and shit. So I'm gonna give it a go. Do like
someone wants to say hello to you.
You know Susie Knight? Joe?
See Susie about
She's like, hello.
I see her about like in chats and stuff. Yeah,
maybe Joe, we can meet up and perhaps go for a walk and film somewhere, like perhaps the HS2 sites? You heard of those?
I don't know her personally. No.
Oh, okay. I've been to a few. Quite interesting is all I can say.
Let's let everyone know that you're talking about. I'll be back.
Yeah, I won't detail my shenanigans there. Once I get a camera, maybe I could go there and film HS2 sites and preferably the work.
This is breaking up on my end.
Maybe once I get a camera, I could go to the HS2 sites and film the work there, eh?
That's why I'm hoping I'll get a camera and
You've come back a little bit.
I'll be back on it.
Yeah.
And I miss it. I'm missing doing what I used to do, especially with bailiffs, because I heard they're quite vicious lately with some families. And even my mate had a member. I don't know if you see my video, the last one I've done. But they were stuck a fucking clamp on his car and fucked off for fucking half an hour until I told him, bollocks, this ain't happening. He come back and took it off. Snidely.
Yeah.
But,
see, like, I don't know if it's just because what I subscribe to, if you know what I mean. Like, I'll watch some random stuff. But I've noticed, like, the bailiff videos seem, because, like, they've sort of faded away, if you know what I mean. I don't see a lot of bailiff stuff anymore.
I notice that because they always tell you when they come to your house, you can't film. If you do filming, we're going to prosecute you. And people put their cameras away and don't post it.
Yeah. Do you know what I've noticed is,
But
and like the police do this as well. It's like they moan about being filmed, but then they turn their body cameras on.
Yeah,
Exactly.
How does that make fucking sense? Doesn't make sense to me.
How does that make fucking sense indeed? What the fuck?
Because they want proof they've been all right, but they don't want you to have proof that they're fucking wrong, and so they don't want proof of that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or,
They really
it
don't.
always goes missing, doesn't it? Body cam footage always goes missing.
Especially not North East.
That's another thing that I don't want to talk about myself too much, but it's just like talking about body cam footage and stuff like that. You know, I used to be able to get like body cam footage and CCTV footage of me in custody suite, blah blah blah. They started. I had to go to the ICO about this because, and they've written like a stern letter, is all I can say, to the police, because the last probably 5-6 times I've asked for like do a subject access request, I get a letter back saying they don't need to provide it. And also had an email which I need to find again, long time ago, that I was doing it for malicious purposes.
What? What's malicious purposes?
Yeah, and because actually in the email, the bloke that wrote it actually said it's like police constable. Said at the end of it, he said all like the law and all that shit, like malicious purposes, blah blah blah, which I looked up, which it wasn't for that, because sometimes some of the video shows me being a bit of a dickhead, so it's making me look like bad as well, isn't it? But he actually wrote at the bottom, which is a massive fail for the police, that they're refusing it because it makes Essex police look bad.
Well,
he actually wrote that.
Admitting it, what can I say?
So what? Jesus Christ.
They're terrible Essex police. I've had a bad experience with them too in Chelmsford once, filming HMP Chelmsford. To cut a long story short, ended up having a bit of an argument with my dad in the custody suite, followed by getting charged to court, followed by what was a rather hefty, what could have been rather hefty fine, but ended up being a conditional discharge instead, I think it was. And that was about it, all because a police officer went rather aggressively up to me saying, you can't film in prison, you don't have permission from the governor, you need to stop our NICU. And I basically said something like, right, you're wrong, why don't you just stop being such a prick and piss off? And he basically said, right, that's it, you're under arrest, section 5. Straight away, no warnings, because the officer knew who I was and just wanted to use that as a fucking excuse to nick me. You know, what can I say? Acting like a Nazi. I did have a bit of an argument with the officer in the custody suite, and I called him a Nazi cunt amongst other names, and they then tried to escalate that.
You even got done for putting a Nazi thing on top of a police's nose, didn't you,
Not
Marcus?
nearly, I actually did get done for it.
I remember that one.
I've seen
Yeah.
that loads of
Someone did,
loads
didn't
of
they?
times. People have done that. I've seen it loads of times. But it always sticks in mind that you got nicked for it, Marcus.
Yeah. It's because they didn't like me, what I do, see. So whether they perceive or make up a transgression of law, that becomes a handy stick with which to beat me, to use a figure of speech.
Exactly.
Pretty much reference how a lawyer described it in court once. Yeah, what's so annoying though is that whenever I try and get lawyers to argue my case in Crown Court over CBOs, they always insist on doing their own thing and using psychiatric state as the reasonable excuse or whatever, and never listening to my instructions because they don't consider me sane enough. Yet I've capacity because they're allowed to take the instructions. So that's becoming a bit that's becoming a bit like impossible. So that's why if I ever find a lawyer behave like that again in Crown Court, I'll turn up prepared to represent myself and I'll say, nope, I'm not having you represent me today. I'm just going to sack you and represent myself if you're going to be like that. And make the point that you shouldn't, to the court, that you should not be making these orders and charging me with breaching them when all I've done is film in a public place. And then when I get an interaction such as the cops or some drunk on at night or whatever, some troublemaker come up to me and give me shit, I can tell them as a alert in prison to basically fuck off you cunt, which is a prison stand for, will you please just piss off and leave me alone? Just prison stand, you know. Or maybe you shouldn't be speaking like, or whatever, or maybe even less than that. Maybe it's that behaviour that should be looked at and addressed, not the filming in public aspect. And there's so many ways in which that behaviour can be addressed in a mature young man with autism that don't involve immediate custodial remands and strict bail conditions and all that shit. Yet the courts don't look at it simply because the system from the ground up is very badly designed. It's simply because my view is it's a capitalist system designed to make the bourgeoisie more bourgeoisie, i.e. richer, and us, the working class, poorer. So what can I say? Just like, you know, how it is in some other places, it's becoming like more towards the American model, yet people are over supporting it blindly without thinking. Well, most of these people are blind or asleep. I mean, what the fuck? What can I say, people?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'd rather make my own speech. In fact, next time it ever happens, I'll happily represent myself. I'd rather make my own speech about if you must convict me, but I didn't do anything morally wrong. So you might want to think about that when deciding what's a reasonable excuse and what isn't, and get risk of conviction and have a lawyer advance a defence to me, which in my view isn't reliable because in the end of the day, whether or not psychiatric state would amount to a reasonable excuse is something that would be a subjective matter and could be determined either way. Whereas the matter of, am I in the right or in the wrong morally, I'd happily put before a jury and let them determine for themselves, is that a reasonable excuse? Because in the end of the day, the law itself says it's for the jury to determine a reasonable excuse, not the judge. So there is something of a silver lining in the Anti-Social Behaviour Policing Crime Act. As much as I hate it, enough said, what can I say, people? Yeah, sorry for ranting.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Marcus, one of the worst films I ever see you make was that fucking security guard with all the old bill round him.
I think that's the one I watched as well.
You know the one I'm talking about? When he was giving you shit all the time. And he was,
Well, it ended in some football supporter singing a song that went, "You can stick your bleep camera up your arse," or something like that.
Yeah. But that was one of the worst videos I see of yours, to be honest.
Especially if you
Exactly.
Even a different whole full game than
And police, despite being so-called heroes, were supposedly there to protect us. Instead of interfering to tell the security guard to chill out and back off, they let him go ahead with it because, and I quote, he's a uniformed security guard. And although I'm not meaning to dismiss policing and in this context, and just happens to be that they're special constables who aren't properly trained. So policing's fucked, really, whichever way it's done, is my view. I mean, you'd end up you can either end up dealing with a PCSO with no powers, a special constable with powers but pretty much no training, or regular officer with the powers, the training, and the determination and willingness to go out of their way to screw with someone. Either way, whenever you deal with the police, you're fucked, is all I'd say to anyone.
You've got to turn your camera off, though, Marcus, because you filmed his badge. Like he said, you know that?
What do you say? Oh yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, Nazi. I'm not really a Nazi, but what a fascist clown. I mean, seriously, you know, I'm not going to name names. I know the guy's name. Fame once asked me in private. But that security officer, who I shall refrain from naming, was just being out of order. Funnily enough, I emailed his company to complain, Broadland Guarding Services, and guess how they replied?
Go on.
Doesn't work for us anymore. Suspect we saw that video and already know about this incident or other incidents he's been involved with, and we decided to sack him. So what can I say? I suspect, I don't know for sure though, or maybe he knew he was just crap at security and got a decent job somewhere else instead.
That's what I meant to ask you, though, Marcus.
Sorry?
Oh, that's what I went to ask you. What happened to them? You was outside the town hall or whatever, and they grabbed hold of you?
When was that? Sorry?
You was outside the town hall, and they grabbed hold of you, some security guards, and called the old bill.
Oh, yeah?
They were exchanging their fucking badges. What happened about that?
Oh, nothing much, really. If you mean criminally, after I got nicked in 2015, that was no further action because apparently, psychiatric state, this meant it wouldn't be in the public interest. In other words, we didn't know that he had something wrong with him, and now we do. We're choosing not to prosecute. But if we considered him sane, then we consider it right to fuck him over, prosecute him, and potentially issue a fine. And then if that doesn't get paid, it goes to a fucking bailiff who's just some thug wearing fucking body armor who thinks he's like Superman or something, and then if that don't get paid, he ends up on the wing. You know, that's just fucked up, and the system is just fucked. Yeah, sorry for my ranting, Colin. So I didn't let you get mate. Mate. Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm done.
I've got this to say. This is what someone put. Marcus top man, Colin dogs bollocks, Joe all right, brother.
I'm going to say hello to
bollocks. What does that mean?
It's
called Ricky Police Watch.
Ricky Police Watch. Oh, mate. He always comments on my videos and stuff. Basically, I've got another little story. I'll try and keep it short and sweet. But my sister, like I don't know, she's got or has or is Asperger's. She's very sort of kind of difficult to, when I was younger, very difficult to live with and stuff, but it's just how she is. But I remember in King's Lynn, Marcus, I used to go, me and my mate used to cycle from Sutton Bridge and on like a Saturday and go up there, and she used to get the bus, and we'd sort of see my sister and that, but she'd do her own thing because of like how she is. She used to, one of the stories that really sticks in my mind, it's not a story actually, it's real. She used to wander around shops, and to these so-called normal security, she used to look a bit weird and stuff, you know. She didn't fit in with normality, if you know what I mean. Nor do I. But the store detective, basically, there's one, I can't remember his name, but he targeted her, and he literally got caught out in court one day, because what he did was took a knife out of, I think it was called Safeway or It was like a shopping place, you know, a grocery store kind of thing, a bit like Lidl kind of thing. He took a knife in the casing, put it into a bag, and it had the receipt in it as well because he bought it. Yeah. Then he stashed it in a like a bin, like a big wheelie bin thing, you know, huge ones like outside shops at the back of the shops, and then called the police and said she'd stolen it and stashed it there, but it had a receipt and everything. And that's where he fucked up in court. This is literally what these sort of people do. They're fucking nut jobs. And I remember it was outside that same shop that me and my mate, we used to drink that hooch stuff. We used to go up there like on Saturday and like underage and get like alcohol somehow. I don't know how the fuck we did it. But anyway, and then I just remember it's always in my mind that she was pinned down on the floor. This is a girl. She was like my older sister. Name's Katie. And there was like 6 male police on her, just like kneeling on her and everything like that. And I don't know, maybe that's where I decided the police are fucking horrible, because you could tell from talking to her that she has sort of like mental health issues, because you know it's just pretty obvious. You don't need training for that, and they just basically ruined her. And I've seen she actually had boot marks, like boot mark bruises on like her stomach and stuff. I mean, and then they expect us to be like, oh, the police are lovely. Yeah, really? When she didn't actually commit a crime. They used to just pick on her because she was an easy target. They didn't bother me and my mate drinking underage. We got left alone. We used to sit under cameras and drink right in front of them. And we used to do stupid shit. You know, when you're like 15, 16, you do silly stuff. We never got bothered. They only targeted her. And I think it's to do with because she's an easy target, like, or was. She's all right now. So, by the way, it took a long time to go through all the courts and shit like that. But yeah, she's good now. She's living miles away from Kings Lynn. She's up, I think it's like Lincolnshire. But yeah, she's all good now. Like they've left her alone. So yeah, but I mean, that was one of it, like the image that I remember when I was like 15, 16. There's loads more stuff that happened. I mean, I could go on for probably about 2 hours, to be honest with you, about what they did to my sister. Absolutely crazy shit. What they've done to you, Marcus, the same, what they're trying to do to me.
Shit. What can I say?
Yeah.
They pick on the weak, don't they?
It's like that time. Do you remember, Marcus? You was walking, filming the old Bill because they got on a couple of kids. You remember?
Yeah, I think I remember.
They were harassing a couple of kids, and they said the kids reported you for filming the police and them, and they wouldn't produce it in court. Do you remember?
Not even a hearsay statement. I remember. Yeah.
They won't produce it in court. Do you know it? And the what was it? One of the magistrate. What was it before? And I said, "Why are you doing it for him? For the police, give him 10 minutes or something to do their statements, but only give you 5." Do you remember? And I kicked off about it.
That was in Great Yarmouth Magistrates Court, weren't it?
Colin, Joe, Marcus, hope you're all well.
Yeah, hi
Never
King.
happened in the Crown Court.
And
Yeah. Yeah, never heard. That would never happen in the Crown Court. Yeah. What you saying, Joe?
oh, she's paying. Good evening.
Hi Pink Rose.
What can I say?
Fucking hell, is it as if we've been streaming for 4 hours? We've never been on the stream this long. It's only been like at least an hour. We've never done it like this long.
Without being shut down by the authorities.
I think you should. I mean, a lot of people do get. I'm going completely off topic about what we're talking about just there. But like, because Colin, you want to get back out, don't you? Like recording and stuff again.
Yeah.
And you
that's
mentioned
why-
earlier about me,
He goes
you
on about
mentioned earlier about me doing like a camera or something.
Yeah, because I had
think-
all mine stolen. So
I've
well,
had
I
them all
can't work with
stolen.
stroke and all
What
that.
happened to me?
Yeah.
Do you know what happened? Like, I'm not going to go into a bigger story like too much, but when they raided me and they stole all of my stuff, which I'd literally bought from a settlement from suing them, it's like they had a shopping list to take all of the stuff that I'd bought from suing them. They literally took all of it. It was literally like a shopping list. They took other stuff as well, but luckily I had still had like, I don't know, you know, like $1,000 in the bank from the settlement. So I actually had to use all that to replace like my Amazon Fire Stick, just so I could watch YouTube on my telly and stuff, because they took that and everything. But if you really want to get back out, maybe set up like a PayPal kind of thing, and when you
I've
do
set
these
it
live
up,
streams,
I've
just
done
like
it,
How many people will join us at this
post
point?
it in there. I haven't seen it, like, but like put it in the chat kind of thing. It's not e-begging because you're doing
It's in the
something
link.
decent with it. And, you know,
No,
you will probably get shit for it, but
It's in the link.
in like my videos, I put
It works still.
like my
So check
PayPal link in the description, and every now and then I get like a random person. I don't even know who they are because they're different. Like their username is completely different to the thing. I always send an email saying thank you, but you know, I get a tenner here and there and stuff like that. A little bit from YouTube every now and then. But if you want to get back out doing it, I'd sort of maybe start doing that, but like not over the top, because otherwise people start saying e-begging and all that shit, but you're not, because you're trying to get out and do something, you know what I mean?
Marcus, you got a question, mate?
Yeah, as soon as I can get another camera, I'll be able to do so. Colin, can I talk about the one I lent to you, or are we best not doing this on the live chat?
Well, I'm still waiting for him to come in and fix it for you, to be honest.
Yeah.
When he comes around, we'll get it done.
Yeah, it was an accident, that's all.
Yeah. That was Bobby.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
he's out of control.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I remember when one ordered for you put his PayPal address in somebody else's live.
Oh, that was me, King, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because he literally was. There's a bloke. I'm not going to name him, but you do get these ones that they'll start to do these lives, and it's just like, hit the likes, guys, hit the likes, and all subscribe, all this sort of shit. So I used to put my PayPal link into their live chat just as a joke, and then sometimes I'd send them 1 pence via PayPal. But they were just doing it literally for money. They weren't doing anything. They were just sat there doing fuck all. But if they were like, I need a camera and I need to get back out doing like what you two have just said, then that's fair enough. If you haven't got the money to buy a camera, then fucking ask. You know, there's nothing wrong with asking. But these people, oh my god, I did it the other day to another one. I sent him like 1 pence. Because they're just idiots. Like they're doing it for the money. They're not doing it to make change or anything like that.
That's the
Like,
thing. Do you know what I mean? I agree with what you're saying, Joe. But seeing as I can't go to work now, you know what I mean? That's the only way I can get some money to get other people. They say they love my content. You know what I mean? Help me out then. But
yeah.
you know, it's like
I'm gonna fall over in a minute.
So I think, like Colin, it'd do you good. To get back. I mean,
but no one
to be
help
honest,
you out with it.
like most of my videos have been done. I mean, the most recent ones I've done it on a Panasonic FZ82 or some shit like that. I can't remember what it's called. It's got really good zoom on it, which is fucking funny as fuck. But the most of my videos have been done on a cheap mobile phone. The one I'm using right now to talk to you is a Samsung A100, and you can do that. It's like, I think I paid like 120 quid for it, brand new. So you don't need a lot to be able to go get back out and, you know.
So the thing with using mobile phones,
You hate connecting up and doing all the crap that you.
it's, yeah, if the old bill gets your phone, you know what I mean? You might as well.
Yeah.
I'll never use a phone that's been taken by the old bill. Never in a million years.
Yeah, that's the issue. Is like I used to. Well, they took it anyway, but they took a phone that is basically I had nothing on it, if you know what I mean, apart from like camera apps and stuff like that. They took that, but it was mainly just used in a selfie stick for video recording. That's all it had on it, videos, and they took that. There's some really fucking cool videos that I really want to get off them, but I need to get them back. It's going to take quite a few years because you know what they're like. But yeah, they're going to take your phone. They always fucking do, don't they? Cunts.
Marcus has got some experience of that. Hey, Marcus,
Honestly, they've
some experience
they've-
of nicking phones and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Like, I met this arsehole copper, and yeah, I'm saying this on the record, arsehole. So, PC David Adam, go ahead, sue me for calling you an arsehole on the live stream. I'd love to see that happen. Come up, call PC David Adam in Norwich, come up to me, stop me for no reason filming in public, and then rant about, oh, you can't film, I can seize your cameras, evidence, I can take your details under Police Reform Act, and just basically lecture me on how I'm not allowed to film in the city centre. And actually, there's no law prohibiting it. It's just laws that are catch-all that Norfolk Constabulary enjoy abusing, like the Anti-Social Behaviour Police and Crime Act, which is designed to stop people carrying out antisocial shenanigans used for filming. So, like, what the hell? I mean, seriously, that's why I don't film around Norwich anymore. It's why if I'm going to film, may as well go somewhere it's worthwhile taking the risk, like London, when things are kicking off at, say, a protest, and filmed out at HS2 sites, all because Norfolk Police are generally, okay, I'm not saying that every officers, I'd say are generally terrible at policing a bunch of arseholes. Yeah, I said it.
So was Essex. I've got a video I did the other day talking about phones being taken and stuff. And this is the arrest that I'm suing them for. Like the unlawful one about inciting police hate, blah blah blah, all that shit. They took a phone.
Crime.
You know what they actually let me do? They arrested me, and in the video, I had a phone like on my bed facing them, and then I had another phone, which is a cheap phone, which I just used for like recording, and they let me take it with me, and I even said to them in the video, which I think you've all seen, and I was like,
not me.
This one's always recording. So they let me walk out, sit in the police car. Then I was in the seat, like custody suite, sort of holding area, and then they realised that I was still recording. Which I think they did that on purpose because they knew that I record everything. But yeah, they took that phone. But then this is no further action, and that's why I'm suing them. But they're still saying I can't have that phone back because they're investigating it or something. But it's no further action. But they're saying I can't have that phone back.
For a crime you supposedly didn't commit or filming the police custody suite, right? That is bullshit. You need to, I'd say, take legal advice. So, if you're confident, even issue a summons yourself to get it back. Even you could.
Your question. Did you read the question, Joe? Not question. I mean,
who's Robert or King? Because that's all I can see.
Yeah, the King one. Yeah.
Well, the long one. What you can.
Yeah, that
like when I shut the door on the baldy bloke. Yeah. that was on my old channel, which got shut down. But luckily, Crime Bodge shared that, and then I contacted him and got the original copy back, and then put it up on this channel that I'm using now. But yeah, that was pretty funny. They did stitch me up in the end for that. They came at like 4 in the morning and just smashed my door in, basically.
Fuck's sake.
Dragged me to court, and I just started a new job as well. So I basically caved in. I was like, do you know what? I'll pay the fine. Don't care, kind of thing. Because I didn't want to lose. It doesn't look good, did it? I literally just started a new job. Like 3 days, I think I was there. and I had to tell them I'm in court, kind of thing. So it didn't look good, did it?
No.
So I was like, fuck it, pay the fine. And I was trying to be like all positive and shit, try and do my job and everything, because it was like a really cool job at the time. Yeah, so basically it was just like, all right, guilty, and I don't do that anymore. Not now. Fuck that.
Do
I
what?
fight them.
Filming is that? Oh yeah, I saw a question about PCSOs, by the way, everyone. And these fucking people, you know, as Colin Johnson would say, have got no fucking jurisdiction over you at all. You know, what can I say? I myself have said this before, and I'll keep saying it. Just tell them to go and fuck off home. What can I say, people?
Exactly.
Shit.
No?
Was it me?
Oh, Charlie Veach. Oh, yeah. Shout out to him. He was a good inspirational guy. I've seen him before I filmed a lot of my videos. I copy a lot of my techniques from him, remember? Funny guy to watch he was. I'd love to meet up with him, maybe do a video with him. Okay, bye, King. See you.
Yeah, bye, King.
Yeah, see you, mate.
So it's really weird because I've got my phone next to me, like, and I can hear you talking and stuff, and I can see you all on my screen, but because it's so small, I've got you on my telly, but it's so delayed. So like, I hear what you're saying, and then all your expressions come later. If you know what I mean, it's fucking weird.
I see.
All right, King. See you later, man.
I can see a weirdo wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
It's because I had a headache. I didn't want to bloody like weirdo. Cheers.
Are they like polarized ones, so you can see the screen and less reflections?
These are normal Ray-Ban glasses.
Go on ahead, sorry.
So like just because how shiny like my monitor is, like my main one, it just shines right in, and I've just got a bit of a headache.
That's what I was saying. Like, if they're polarized, it stops the glare, doesn't it? I've got a pair of like safety glasses that I wear.
What? Sorry. What do you say?
How many people are in this still?
Sunglasses.
17. You think 17 people? There'd be like another person that wanted like sort of jump in for a bit, but
Yeah, I think that's a bit too bad to do the situation.
Mostly seeing, laying down, having a joint, and fucking listening to us waffle on.
Innit? Fuck me, I've waffled on so much tonight, but it's all true stories and shit. So you know,
That's what I mean. It's just,
it's nice to chat about. It's actually pretty sick. I'd like to do this again.
I suppose it's like venting, isn't it? We're like all venting about.
I'll get some people to pass me some dough. I feel like I'm a punts, but I've never asked anyone for anything. All the years that I was doing my channel, never asked them for a fucking thing. But now I'm in trouble. I've just asked them to help me out, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'd fucking chuck you a tenner or something for like
whatever,
get a camera and get back out there. You know? I just see Robert James checking out your videos, Joe. Yeah, Robert. Just recently, they were actually my videos, but I do share a lot of other people's with like permission and shit. Because I was basically I had bail conditions and couldn't record for a while. So if you go back to my older videos, and you'll see like what I got up to and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah, I've had similar conditions to both my bail and CBO.
I was actually going to go out to the park and like, because there's a story I want to do. It's to do with my court case.
Be careful about that.
I got like roped into this live chat, and it's been good. I've been enjoying it. So, but yeah, I was going to go and do like a talking, walking video kind of thing, like sort of change my channel up a little bit. But there was a point to it. But yeah, I can't disclose it yet, obviously. But yeah, but it's you buggers have stopped me doing it.
I really have.
It's too late now. It's too fucking dark. I'm supposed to be doing it fucking daytime.
Good one.
I'm going to knock it on the head anyway, so you can get asleep.
Oh, I'm tired as well. So
Yeah.
it was good
Yeah,
stream.
bye,
It was
Joe. Bye, Colin. And bye, chat. Good night, you all. Good night, people.
Okay,
Oh,
you're
I'll
going
have to
going off
lucky,
here.
mate.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. That's been fun.
Yeah,
Cheers,
it's been-
Joe. No problem. Cheers,
It was
Joe.
nice meeting you, by the way, mate.
That's all right. Sunglass dude. We're
If you see me up again, again. And you, Marcus. And I'll just try to say, thank you to, I can't say it.
We've had a few people in there, haven't we?
What's his name?
Optical Turnkey.
Yeah, Turnkey, for his help
think he's
with doing what he's doing for me.
A shout out to him for joining in earlier.
Yeah,
He's been in here for ages since we when it was that was like what 2-3 hours ago.
yeah,
So shout out to him. We have to do a thing with him.
yeah.
And
Well,
obviously
bye
got
to,
Turnkey. He said that he could do it around 8 PM tomorrow, 7 or 8 PM, which would be all right.
Yeah.
Like the
Kim
this
dropped
video
off
thing,
full name.
the Q&A thing.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna
All
get
right,
off then.
people.
Really
All
nice
right.
to speak
Cheers,
to you all.
Joe. Thanks
And
a lot, mate.
I'll speak
All
to you
right.
again
Nice to
another
speak to you all.
time. All
Yeah,
right.
cheers,
Bye.
Joe. Be lucky.
Bye. Bye, lunatics.
Cheers, Marcus.
Cheers, Cole.
Fucking lunatics.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
All right. See you later. Bye bye.
Cheers,
See you
mate.
later,
See you
mate.
later. Right,
Right.
people. See you later. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for the good time.
Yeah,
Night, Ricky. Night.
everyone. Cheers. See you later. Bye.